Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my lovely YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded a video in a while, but today was a special occasion. I was able to do something that I've been wanting to do for many years, and thankfully, with the front gate being mysteriously open, I was able to do it. I got to explore Funland, which is something I've really been wanting to do for many years. But obviously I didn't want to break the law. I didn't want to get in there illegally. But the last couple weeks, the front gate has been wide open. I don't know why. Even the no trespassing sign is gone. So I just thought this was a perfect opportunity to get in there and really check it out. The last time I was there was 2002. So then they closed down shortly after that, unfortunately. So it was really surreal being in there. As you'll see, it's in very rough shape. Obviously, it's been abandoned for the last 17, 18 years. And it is sad to see the shape that it's in. And unfortunately, people have vandalized it and not really treated it with respect. But it was an incredible experience to finally do that, because it's something that I've really wanted to do and check off the bucket list. I love abandoned places. I love stuff from the past, and it's something that I'm really glad I was able to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope that it brings back a lot of memories for everyone. And yeah, it was just a great time for me, and hopefully I will get a chance to get in there a few more times. I don't know how much longer it will be around, but it was a great time. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I figure I will just kind of work from the back and then go up to the front instead of going from the front to the back. So I think let's start with the go-kart track, because that was my personal favorite, and a lot of other people's. So I will try to remember as much as I can. The last time I was here was 2002. So it's been a long time, and I am trying to take it all in. So I will try and remember as much as I can. Now, this is where you would sign up for the go-karts, and if you wanted to get like pizza or a drink or some candy, you would get it here. That's where all of it went down. And obviously, unfortunately, with this being abandoned for the last 18 years, it has been vandalized quite a bit, which I don't like, because this place was really fun for a lot of people, and there's a lot of good memories here, and it does bother me that people break in and vandalize it. I understand it's abandoned, but you should still respect it regardless. So we're gonna go check out the go-kart track, which was my most favorite thing. Another thing I have noticed is there are a lot of old tires hanging around here. Reason for that is because they used to have tires set up around the barricade just in case, because you have little kids driving fairly quick go-karts, so they had to have some insurance liability there. I will personally say these tires are very old. I mean, 30, 40 years old at least. I can just tell from looking at them. Some of these are actually pretty cool. Like Cooper Lifeliner. So this is where, let me turn around here. These, I don't know, you can still kind of see these spots were where the go-karts were parked, and you can still kind of see the yellow lines. And I remember you had to come in through that gate and then come here, and the guy who was in charge of running the go-karts would assign you a go-kart wherever it was parked. And I remember very vividly, he would be standing right there giving out all the instructions, and once he said go, it was the greatest word ever. So you would start this way and go down here. Now, I don't know what has happened, because that is obviously not something I'm trying to jump over. I very well could, but I'm not really looking to injure myself in here. So I am going to go the opposite way. I don't know if they just stuck this here at some point, but I am going to go the other way, which is a little bit more open. Over there with the batting cages. What's crazy to me is most of the track over here is completely just gone. Like the pavement is underneath. And it's just crazy to see that it's been sitting so long that the pavement is totally gone. I remember this spot of the track, especially, everybody would try to go fast because it was like a straight shot and the rest of the track was just kind of turns. So this whole piece right here was like the only spot you could really kind of have a little fun with the go-karts, and the guy would just always yell at everybody to slow down, but hey, you only live once. It is very surreal being in here. I actually had dreams for many years about this place, and what was weird was in the dreams it would kind of be in this shape, like it would be abandoned, but it would be like its grand opening. It was very strange. So like I remember one dream in particular, it was the grand opening, but it was in this shape, and I remember the up front where the arcade is was like a water slide. So I don't know if it was just like my subconscious telling me to come visit this place, but I guess we'll see if I have any dreams after actually being here. But it is really cool. This was a big part of my childhood, and if you're from Tewksbury, you spent many times here in the 80s and 90s, and it's actually one of the only places that is still here in this town that's from the old days. Everything else has been pretty much knocked down at this point and turned into condos or something else, and Funland is kind of the only place still around. This is inside. You can tell how rough it is, and there's just standing water everywhere, and it is sad, but at the same time I am glad it's still here. I don't know how much longer it will be here. The company across the street, they own this land, and apparently they're trying to turn it into a large parking lot, but I've been hearing that this place is going to get knocked down for years, and it hasn't happened, so hopefully not too in the near future. I really would be curious to know why the gate is open. I mean, I'm glad it is because it's giving me a chance to do this, but usually the gate's locked and had a no trespassing sign. Both of those are gone. That's another thing. If they do lock this place back up, I will respect that. I will not try to get in, but with the front gate being open, and this is something I've been wanting to do for years, I figured I just had to take my chance with it. You only live once. So this was the go-kart track. I really wonder what they did with the go-karts too. Like I would assume they either gave them away to another place or just scrapped them, but it would have been really cool if one of the go-karts was still here. We'll go check out the batting cages now, which were my second favorite thing here. All the nets too have fallen. One thing I have noticed too, walking around here, is that there are a few things from the past still laying around. Like I did see a couple of softballs still on the ground. So that stuff's kind of cool because it's like it's from the past and it's still here. So oh my gosh, I think that is the remains of a go-kart shell. Wow, how funny is that? I was just saying I wish one of them was still here. That's really cool. It is a shame that this place couldn't stay open longer. There's another place in this town that it's similar to this, but I don't really think it's the same. This place just had a very special vibe to it, and the other place that they built just isn't the same in my opinion. I actually have only been there once, but there was just something very special about Funland, especially like with the time of year that's about to come up with the warmer weather and spring coming. That was like the perfect time to come to Funland. I really don't know what they could even do with this, to be honest with you, because it's a lot of land, and even like areas like here, the way that I'm sure you can tell, the pavement actually dips in. The reason for that is because when people would hit the softballs, they would all collect down there instead of being scattered all over the place. So they would all kind of collect in one spot. But you would have to, the way that it's the pavement is, you'd have to dig it all up and flatten it all out. I don't know if it would be worth it. Oh wow, that is I think some kind of stuffed animal from the prize machine. I'm not going to touch it because I don't know who else has touched it, but that's cool. We have, I think that is a piece of a structure from the mini golf course. It is kind of crazy too how some pieces of this place have gotten to other places of the park. Like pieces from the mini golf course being down on the go-kart track is interesting to me. There are still some of the softballs here. I don't really want to touch anything either, just out of respect, and you don't know who else has touched it, so I'm not really looking to get a disease. Thankfully, I haven't seen any animals yet, just some birds. It is cool being in here though. I love abandoned places, and this is something I've been wanting to do for so many years. And it's definitely a bucket list accomplishment for me. They still got the sign up too for the batting cages. So over here was, if I'm not mistaken, this little fenced-in area. This was actually a little go-kart track for very small children, like ages 5 and under. I remember there being a little school bus, like it probably went like a mile an hour, if that. And you can still kind of see in the middle the structure where they could drive around. And I could be wrong, but I do think that's what this was a little go-kart track for very small children. So I just remember there being like a yellow school bus that they could drive around. So we will go, I don't want to be in here too long, but we'll go check out the golf course. The arcade is open, but I don't really want to go in there. I don't know if there's animals living in there or anything living in there, so I don't really want to take that risk. There's not very much lighting in there either, so I am going to stay out of here, but we will go at least check it out from the outside. Over here was where you would rent the putters for mini golf. I have no idea what Secrets of the Clown Box means at all. It's a shame. This used to be a very vibrant and very exciting mini golf course, and now it's just kind of looks like woods, really. For those of you who went to Tewksbury High, you'll remember two things. There's a purple elephant in here, which was stolen, and I believe the class of 2009 grabbed the purple elephant in this mini golf course and put it in the courtyard at TMHS. I remember that day vividly. And then the other thing you will remember, sadly it's gone, there was a big white rocket right here that said Funland on it, which you could actually see driving by. I don't know who has that thing, but that was like the centerpiece of this whole place. There are still like some remains of the golf course here, you know, the pieces of wood and stuff, but for the most part everything's gone. I forget which hole. It's been so long, but one hole, if you got a hole in one, I think it was the last hole, which was, I think it was over here. If you got a hole in one, you got a free game after that, and I think a free cone of ice cream. I remember that. Because I remember, yeah, I think it might have been right here or over there. And like I said, forgive me, it's been a long time. But yeah, I think it was either this one or over here. And yeah, I think I got a hole in one a couple times. Jeez, it's like a puzzle trying to get out of here. Yeah, so I actually think this was the last hole, because I remember you would finish, oh no, okay, over here. This was the last hole, right over here. Because I remember if you got a hole in one right here, it would, there'd be a light at the top that would go off. So yeah, this was the very last hole. Well, I don't want to spend too much more time in here. This has been a very, very awesome experience, and I'm glad I could document it. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, because I know that this place brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people. It definitely did for me. And hopefully, even though it's in awful shape, hopefully Funland will stick around here a little longer for us to at least enjoy. I will catch you guys on the next one.